high school, Haley is pursuing a degree in kinesiology at Texas Tech University in Lubbock and will attend a physical therapy school after that. When Haley graduates from college, she plans on being a traveling physical therapist and travel the world while helping treat people for their injuries. And manager Tyler Aberry, escorted by his friends Randy Reyes and Amzi Zavala. After high school, Tyler will study computer science at Texas Christian University in Fort Worth. When Tyler graduates from college, he would like to pursue law school to become an intellectual property attorney. Fun fact, Tyler has never failed a Wordle. That's pretty good. Coach Stringer would like to thank all of these seniors and their families for their commitment to building the ELGIN baseball program. We've had a great 4 years together, and I'm excited to finish the season strong, one game at a time.
Should be ready to get underway here soon at Elgin High School with Elgin Wildcats against the Bastrop Bears. Heading started kind of right at the buzzer. My connection is not the best, but I'm able to finally get all the codes into the system, get the broadcast up and running. As we're kind of doing a testing on the fly. As the Elgin Wildcats coming into this game, district record 7-3. And they are 7-19 overall, all 7 wins coming in district play, which puts them at a tie for second behind the Hendrickson Hawks. Bastrop Bears 4-6 in district play, 6-16 overall. Bastrop coming off of 3 consecutive losses to the Conley Cougars and the Pflugerville Panthers, back-to-back losses to the Pflugerville Panthers. Meanwhile, the Elgin Wildcats coming off of a loss to the Conley Cougars. Before that, they had a win against Weiss, a loss against Weiss, and then a win against the Conley Cougars. They've gone back-to-back on this. Do not believe these two teams have played each other yet. Nope, they have played the Cedar Creek Eagles, which is listed as the Bastrop Cedar Creek Eagles, but that's not the Bastrop Bears. It's the first time these two teams have met this season. Wildcats looking to improve to 8-3 in district play and continue their district dominance. So once the lineups start being read out, I will cut away. Until then, I'll get you the starting defense for your Elgin Wildcats. It'll be Gann playing pitcher tonight. He'll be throwing to Cecedo. Be Humphreys playing first base. Gomez at second base. Garcia playing shortstop. Aguirre at third. Lewis playing left field. Strong in center. And Palacios in right field. The starting lineup for the Bastrop Bears will be batting first, playing third base, will be Jackson Boone. Second, playing catcher, will be Austin Tobola. Playing shortstop, batting third will be Peter Bacon. Playing left field, batting fourth will be Owen Boone. Luke Williams will be batting fifth tonight, playing right field. playing second base. Batting 6th will be John Dawson.
Good evening,
Elijah
ladies and
Vaquera
gentlemen.
playing
Welcome to
7th
Elgin
base,
High
pitching
School.
tonight.
Tonight's baseball
Batting
game
8th, playing
is
center field, will
between
be
the
Madison
visiting Bastrop
McCallahan.
Bears
Say Mason
and the
McCallahan.
hometown Elgin
And
Wildcats.
playing first base, batting 9th, will be Reed
This game is
Cover.
being conducted
I'll
according to
let
the
the
rules
PA
and
announcer take over
regulations of
from
the
here. I'll be
University
right back
Interscholastic League
with the first
and the
pitch.
National Federation of High Schools. Regardless of the outcome of tonight's game, all of the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence. We ask that as a spectator you consider the time and effort each of these programs has put forth. Now here is your lineup for the visiting Bears, starting with the reserves. Number 10, Daniel Rosa. Number 13, Reagan Nielsen. Number 22, Caleb Brewer. Number 25, Logan Stewart. Number 36, Grant Willock. And for the starters, leading off and playing third base, number 19, Jackson Boone. Hitting second and catching tonight, number 5, Austin Tabola. Hitting third and playing shortstop, number 1, Peter Bacon. Batting cleanup and playing left field, number 23, Owen Boone. The fifth hitter and playing right field, number 2, Luke Williams. Hitting sixth and playing second base, number 9, John Dawson. Hitting seventh, pitching, number 11, Elijah Vaquera. Hitting eighth and playing center field, number 7, Madison McClellan. And hitting in the ninth hole and playing first base, number 21, Reed Kovar. The Bears are coached by head coach Cody Price and assisted by David Schaefer. And now for your Elgin Wildcat reserves. Number 5, Trevor Kiergan. Number 8, Tyson King. Number 9, Drake Lawrence. Number 21, Austin Miller. Number 23, Omari Williams. Number 28, Vincent Tajarina. And finally, the starting lineup for your Elgin Wildcats. Leading off batting and playing first base, number 10, Bobby Humphreys. Hitting second and playing center field, number 3, Justin Strong. Hitting in the third spot and playing third base, number 30, Greg Aguirre. Batting cleanup and playing left field, number 20, Nathan Lewis. Hitting fifth and pitching tonight is number 1, I think that's number 7, Austin Gann. Hitting sixth and catching for tonight, number 24, Nick Saucedo. Hitting seventh and playing right field, number 18, Omar Palacios. Hitting eighth and playing shortstop, number 15, Matthew Garcia. And hitting in the ninth hole and playing second base, number 11, Luke Gomez. The Elgin Wildcats are coached by head coach Edward Stringer, assisted by Jay Stout, Sean Luna, and Logan Simmons. Now please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
Set to get underway here at Elgin High School. Reminder, Elgin Wildcats 7-3 in district play, and all 7 wins have come in district play. They're 7-19 overall. Bastrop Bears only 4 wins in district play. First meeting between these two teams tonight as the Wildcats look to improve to 8-3 in district play. They sit only 2 games back behind the Henderson Hawks, who are currently 9-1 and tied with the Pflugerville Panthers, who are 7-3 overall as well in district play. Once again, the defense for the Elgin Wildcats on the mound tonight will be number 7, Austin Gahn. He'll be pitching to number 24, Nicholas Sacedo. Playing first base tonight will be number 10, Bobby Humphreys. Second base tonight will be, once I can find him on my, here you go again, will be number 11, Luke Gomez. Playing shortstop tonight will be a number 15, Matthew Garcia. In left field tonight will be a number 20, Nathan Lewis. Center field tonight will be a number 3, Justin Strong. And playing right field, number 18, Omar Palacios. Leading things off for the Bastrop Bears will be third baseman Jackson Boone. He'll be followed by Austin Tobola. And shortstop Peter Bacon. It is a very, very windy one right now. It usually is windy here at Elgin High School. And it's a little interesting because the way the baseball and softball fields are set up. So baseball usually does not get a tailwind. That usually is reserved for the softball field, which means that baseball usually gets a very powerful headwind. So you can see from the camera those flags, the way they're whipping out there in center field. Wind is blowing from right to left, so from first base to third base. And it is slightly into us. If this was golf, I'd say it's a 2-club win. As Boone steps in, first pitch of the game from Gahn is outside, in there for a strike. But it's late call by the umpire. And we are underway from Elgin High School. Boone adjusts his gloves, now he's back in the box. Gahn working quickly, leg kick and a delivery. That pitch misses low, it's 1-1. Night goes on, wind might play more of a factor. And just dreary looking all day on the verge of rain. You keep thinking it's going to happen. It just doesn't want to do it. Good for us, we get some Elgin baseball out of it. 1-1 pitch. That's in there for a strike. As 1-2 pitch misses low. Boone's ready. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Gahn. That's popped in the air to right field, foul territory. Racing over is Humphreys, and that one's going to land foul. We'll do it again at 2-2. Boone back in the box. On shakes off a pitch. The Seal's going to set up outside the 2-2. Try to get him the chase. He doesn't. It's a full count now on Boone. Outfield obviously played slightly to pull. So you can see Strong a little bit left of center as the 3-2 pitch misses low. Ball 4, and Boone draws the leadoff walk. So stepping in the box now will be Austin Tobola. So Boone over at first base, the catcher, Austin Tabola. Taking the pitch from Austin Gan. Shows bunt, and that pitch comes inside, and that's going to hit him. His third baseman Aguirre was pretty much sprinting back to the plate. And that pitch just ran inside on him. So now it's 2-1 with nobody out for the shortstop, Peter Bacon. Saseda will have a conversation with Gon on the mound. He got ahead of Boone and had a little bit of difficulty finding the zone after that. Bacon's going to show bunt. He's going to pull the bunt back, take one inside for a ball. So Boone over at second base, Tabola over at first. Bacon, just like Tabola, I'll be willing to show bunt right here. Not showing bunt this time. We'll take this one upstairs. It's 2-0. So hit by pitch and a walk this inning. Let's put 2 on with nobody out. Bacon ready, a 2-0 pitch. That one misses lone outside. Now it's 3-0. On deck is the left fielder Owen Boone. As Gon is in danger of loading the bases up in the top of the first of nobody out. The 3-0 pitch, and that one finds the strike zone. The 3-1 pitch. That one's popped up into the screen. Gon is able to get the count back to full after being behind 3-0. Comes the payoff pitch. That one's foul back again. We'll do it again. So Boone over at second base, Tabola over at first after the walk and then the hit by a pitch. It's going to be another 3-2 pitch to Peter Bacon. Payoff pitch. That one's on the ground to short. Shortstop up with it. It throws over to first, to second, and couldn't get the play. Coming home with it is Boone. He will score. Tabola, he's going to try for home and then decides not to. And it's 1-0 Bastrop. So Garcia had to try to go to Gomez, trying to start a potential double play, and just missed him. And that allowed Bacon to take second base. Well, Tabola will wind over at third base. Still nobody out in this inning, and Bastrop's ahead by 1. So stepping in now will be Owen Boone. Runners at second and third. Still nobody out this inning. Pitch from Gon. On the ground, back to Gon on the mound. It bobbles it slightly, but able to get Boone over at first base. Tabola will have to stay put. So Wildcats able to get that first out, a very important first out. I mean, kind of relax things a little bit here, and now bring up the right fielder, Luke Williams. So Tabola over at third base, Bacon over at second. 1 run already across to the Bastrop Bears. The way this wind is, and a right-handed hitter, if they can pull one, it could go a long way if it rides this wind. First pitch. That one misses low. And inside, it's 1-0. That one's on the ground over the head, but going to try to go home with it, and the throw gets away. Gomez trying to come home, and now look at me play at the plate, and that one's going to get away. 2 runs are going to score. And next at 3-0 Bears. Gomez tried to come home and trying to get Chabola at the plate, and the throw got away from Saucedo, and now allowed Peter Bacon to come home as well. Now put Owen Boone over at second base with only 1 out. So make that Luke Williams at second base with 1 out. And now bring up John Dawson. Gomez trying to cut that run off at the plate. Instead of going for the easy out at first. So 2 errors so far this inning as first pitch. That one catches the corner. And 0-1. So it's already 3-0 Bears. Only 1 out, 0-1 pitch. That one's going to get away from Saucedo. He can't locate it, and that will allow Williams to take third base. So 1-1 count on Dawson. That one's foul back. It's now 1-2. Scott's ready. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That one's foul tipped over the head of Saucedo, and we'll do it again. Have a weak swing right there from Dawson, but just able to catch enough of it to foul it away. Runner at third base, and that's Luke Williams. 3 runs have come across this inning on 2 errors. No official base hit, as that one's in there for strike 3. First strike out of the game for Gone. And now bring up Elijah Vaquera. Wildcats trying to get out of this inning. First pitch is grounded up the middle, and that's going to sneak on through for a base hit, and another run's going to come home. 4 runs have come home this inning, and that was Luke Williams scoring that run. Now the 8th batter to come to the plate, and that's Mason McCallahan will step in now. And that was the first base hit of the game for either team. And for Bastrop this inning, they've scored 4 runs on a walk, a hit by pitch, and 2 errors. As first pitch is in there for a strike to McCallahan. Not a situation you want to be in right now, as that one swung on and missed, strike 2. Catcher going to say it was foul tipped. The umpire will say it was foul tipped. It's 0-2. Gone is again just trying to get out of this inning. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That one is fouled away over the screen and out of play right next to the bleachers. Wind's starting to pick up here even more. So you can probably hear it on my crowd mic. It is rather loud. 0-2 pitch. That one's through the hole on the right side for a base hit, going from first to third, trying to go to third base, and the throw almost gets away from Aguirre. Good job to back that one up. So second base hit of the inning for the Bears. And that'll bring up the 9th batter this inning. That's Reed Cover. So a walk, hit by a pitch, 2 errors, almost a third one right there by the right fielder, Palacios. Trying to cut out McCallahan over at third base. Sorry, Becchetta over at third base. Bears already in front by 4, looking to add on. Gan's been in trouble this entire inning. First pitch, that one's fouled away. Jan's 0-1 pitch. Runner goes. Cicito's not going to make a throw. And now that will allow McCallahan to take second base. Here comes the 1-1. That one gets away from Cicito. Trying to come home is McCallahan. He will. Try to make that Becchetta coming home. He wants to McCallahan, and that brings him another run, though. And it's now 5-0. As McCallahan will take third base on the wild pitch. Again, having some difficulty finding a zone in this top of the first inning. It's 2 outs. Wildcats be trailing by at least 5 before they step up to the plate. It's a 2-1 pitch. That one gets away from Cicito, and another run's going to come home. So back-to-back wild pitches has allowed 2 runs to come home. So the 3-1 pitch to Cover, and that's in there for a strike as Cover, I think, was getting ready to walk down to first base. Cover, the 9th batter this inning for the Bears. They've scored 6 runs. The payoff pitch, that one is low, ball 4, second walk of the inning. Thrown by Gann, and now brings us back to the top of the order. Jackson Boone, who got on a walk and then came around to score. This first pitch is in there for a strike. A 1 pitch. That one catches the top of the zone for a strike. Jackson Boone, 10th batter to hit this inning for the Bastrop Bears, already in front by 6. The game has just started. 0-2. That one's fouled away almost over the screen. On's ready. Leg kick and a delivery. Boone just catches a piece of that one, and it's 0-2. 0-2 pitch on the ground to third, and that's going to sneak on through. That's a fair ball. Third hit of the inning. It's going to go up the third baseline. Left fielder Luis throws that one in. It's a double for Boone. Boone just able to keep that one inside the line. And the coach wants to have a conversation with Gann on the mound. Edward Stringer's out to have a conversation with Gann. Might see a new pitcher come in. As we're about to see the 11th batter this inning for the Bastrop Bears, and that is Austin Tabola, who got on a hit by pitch. The Bears scored 3 runs before they officially got a hit. Since then, they've had 3 hits this inning, including a double. As Gann will remain on the mound. And they're going to intentionally put on Tabola and to bring up Peter Bacon. So bases are full of Bears. So we'll get a courtesy runner in for Tabola. Let's see the number, but it's a little bit dark. Bears have maroon numerals on a dark gray jersey, which can sometimes be a little bit tricky to see. So Bacon steps in now. Reached on an error his last time up. First pitch is low. Error that caused a run to score. The 1-0 pitch. Misses outside. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Comes the 2-0. Bacon swings and misses at that one. It's 2-1. Outfield playing shallow. Trying to keep everything they can in front of them. 2-1 pitch. That's in the air to right center field, going over a strong, still going back, and it's over his head, and will get to the wall. One run comes home, 2 runs come home. The bases will be cleared, as it's now 9-0. So they put the intentional pass on the catcher Tabola, and Peter Bacon makes him pay. That was a tough one to read out there in center field as Strong ranged over. The wind may have caught that one, and it sailed on him just a bit. 6 runs have scored with 2 outs in the inning. And that'll bring up Owen Boone. Also reached on error in his previous appearance, as he's going to line one to left field. That one's going to be foul, though. A 1 pitch. That one's lined to left field. Lewis, though, doesn't move too far as he makes the catch and mercifully ends the top of the first inning. The Bears pour it on in the top of the first. They lead 9-0. Wildcats coming up. You're listening to Elgin Wildcats Baseball on the Vype Media Network.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd 13, back in, another reverse, breaking tackles, dives to the end zone, touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds, really close at the corner. Quick pitch to Wilson, she fires the 3. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
VYPE.com.
Bottom half of the first inning here at Elgin High School. Wildcats trailing the Bastrop Bears 9-0. So they got the mountain to climb, and they can get things started right here against the pitcher Vaquera. It'll be Bobby Humphreys leading things off for the Elgin Wildcats, followed by number 3 Justin Strong and number 30 Greg Aguirre. On the mound for the Bastrop Bears will be the left-hander Vaquera. He'll be pitching to Tabola. Reed Cover over at first base, Dawson at second base, Peter Bacon over at shortstop, Boone at third base. See if I can get my lineup card correct. So Jackson Boone over at third base, Owen Boone playing left field, McCallahan in center, and Williams in right. So Humphreys leading things off for the Elgin Wildcats. First pitch is way outside for a ball. Very high winds, which can affect everyone on the field. Wildcats made some plays at the plate as a 1-0 pitch in there for a strike. Is trying to cut off some lead runs. A couple wild pitches. Only 4 hits in the inning for the Bastrop Bears by my count. 1-0 pitch. That one misses inside. It's 1-1. Punctuated, though, by a bases clearing double to make the score 9-0. But all gets started with a base hit. 2-1 pitch. That one's on the ground up the middle. Bacon has it. Throw over to first in time for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Justin Strong. Nobody on, 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Wildcats trailing by 9. Strong steps in and looks at a first pitch upstairs and outside. The 1-0 pitch, and that one swung on and miss. Strong trying to get the high fastball. Comes the 1-1, and that one's fouled back on the screen. It's 1-2. Comes the 1-2. That one's popped up. Wind might catch it. Underneath it is Boone. He makes the catch. For the second down in the inning, Bacon tried to make a play on that one too, but Boone called him off. And there's 2 away now for Greg Aguirre. First pitch to Aguirre, misses outside. A 1-0 pitch. Misses outside again. It's 2 balls, no strikes to Aguirre. Two and 0. That one catches the outside corner. It's 2 balls, 1 strike to Aguirre. No one on, 2 out. Bottom half of the first inning. Wildcats looking to get something going here against the Bears as the 2-1 pitch is popped to the left side. Foul ground. Boone waiting for it. He can't make the play. Count will remain 2-2. Bottom of the first inning, nobody on, 2 outs. Left-hander Vaquera ready, here it comes. Tried to catch the outside corner with the curveball and stays out. It's now a full count on Aguirre. On deck is number 20, Nathan Lewis. As 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, first strikeout for Vaquera. And that's the final out of the inning. The Wildcats go down in order. And after 1 complete, our score is the Bastrop Bears 9, the Elgin Wildcats nothing. Listen to Elgin Wildcats baseball on the Vype Media Network.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com, and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close at the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
Top of the second inning here at Elgin High School. Gann still on the mound for the Elgin Wildcats. 9 runs surrendered in the top of the first inning, although, to be frank, most of those were unearned. And after 2 errors, I think all of them might be unearned. As first pitch is lined on the ground. Aguirre has it, throws over to first in time for the first out of the inning. So Aguirre to Bobby Humphreys, and that's just what the Wildcats needed, an easy out to begin the inning. Now step in John Dawson. Full disclosure, actually I'm working without a scorebook, so I'm having to kind of go off of the lineup cards and the numbers. So the numbers for the Bears are a little bit difficult to see, so I'll do my best. 0-1 pitch from Gahn is bounced in there. It's 1-1. comes the 1-1. Misses outside. It's 2-1. Again, leg kick and the delivery. That one's popped hard to center field. Strong ranging over. Underneath it now, and he makes the catch. The second out of the inning. So 2 quick outs, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Elijah Vaquera. He had the first base hit for the Bastrop Bears in the first inning, and an RBI. It's got to feel nice when you're the pitcher and you start the game off first time on the mound and your team's already in front by 9 runs. Be tough, though, to play with the lead as the first pitch is lined to right field, and Lewis with a diving catch to end the inning. So the Bears go down 1-2-3. No hits, runs, or errors. So after a 1.5-hour score, the Bastrop Bears 9, Elgin Wildcats nothing. Listen to Elgin Wildcats baseball on the Vype Media Network. Keep it here.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close at the corner. Quick pitch to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com, and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Bottom of the second inning here at Elgin High School. Wildcats trailing the Bastrop Bears by a score of 9-0. Leading things off will be 4, 5, and 6 for the Elgin Wildcats. That'll be Lewis, Gann, and Cicero. So Nathan Lewis will step in now. Wildcats looking for the first base runners, looking for their first hit. As they're going to give Vaquera a little bit more time to warm up. I've said a few times this broadcast, the Bears scoring 9 runs in that first inning. And then Jan able to really relax things in the top half of the inning, top half of the second, and retire them in order. Still plenty of game left. So it's not out of their own possibility for the Wildcats to come back in this one. As first pitch to Lewis. Misses outside as Vaquera has missed outside with every single pitch, every single first pitch. Really working fast the 1-0 pitch. That one's going to be lined to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. That's just a solid piece of hitting right there. It was over the head of Bacon, actually falling over, trying to make that play. I don't think he was going to catch it anyways. So Lewis is aboard for Gann. So a chance to help his own cause right here. As first pitch, that one misses, but not outside. Maybe just a little bit high. It's 1-0. Lewis over at first base, 1 on, nobody out, bottom of the second inning. Quick throw over to first, and back safely is Lewis. Really difficult to run on left-handers. They can look right at you. Lewis with a pretty sizable lead over there at first. The 1-0 pitch. That one is swung on and missed as Gallon went chasing after that one. It's 1-1. Wind has significantly died down, though you can still see the flag is still whipping out there, so it's still up in the air. He'll come around when it wants to. 1-0 pitch, 1-1 pitch should say. That one's fouled away over the screen, out of play, and we'll do it again. So Gann ready. Pitch on Vaquera. That one misses just inside. It's 2-2. As someone in the crowd says, just let that one hit you. And funny story about that, if you do actually let the ball hit you or try and get in its way, that actually doesn't count as a hit by a pitch. It counts as a foul ball. 2-2 pitch, misses outside. So Gann, who's behind 1-2, has worked the count full. Lewis over at first base, nobody out. On deck is the catcher, Sacedo. Let's see what happens here. Payoff pitch. That one's on the ground, but foul at the third baseline as he just got a little bit ahead of that one. Payoff pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. Wildcats get the first 2 runners on, and they'll bring up the catcher, Sacedo. Looks like we'll be getting a courtesy runner in for Gone, and that'll be at number 21, Austin Miller. So Miller running for Gone, as you can have in high school baseball. You can have a courtesy runner for the catcher and the pitcher. It does not replace their spot in the order. They were just able to run for them, not taken out of the game. Same thing goes for softball as well. So pretty sizable lead over there for Miller, as Kovar is not even covering. As that one almost gets away from Tabola. So a leadoff single, then a walk as 2 on with nobody out. As the wind is now starting to pick up once again, as the 1-0 pitch misses out the outside again. It's 2-0. Sato looking for a pitch he can drive. 2-0 pitch. Upstairs. It's 3-0. Omar Palacios on deck. So Vaquera, who retired the first 3 batters he faced in order, and rather quickly, is now in a lot of trouble here. As shows bunt and takes one outside. It's 3-1. A little bit interesting right there for Sacedo to show bunt. The 3-1 pitch. That one's inside. That actually may have hit Sacedo. Wouldn't have mattered. Oh, they're going to call that a strike. And that's what happened. As I mentioned earlier, if you lean into the strike zone, if you lean into the ball, that counts as a strike. I've seen it on TV a few times, never in person. As the umpire's explaining to Sacedo what happened right there. Still trying to argue his case that he was just trying to lean out of the way. Catcher, umpire deciding differently. So what was bases loaded, nobody out, now is 3-2. Still nobody out. On an interesting ruling. 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Throw back over to first base. Lewis is going to take third base. So first out of the inning as Sacedo went chasing, and now bring up Omar Palacios with runners at the corners. So Miller at first base, Lewis over at third. One out here in the bottom of the second inning. It shows bunt. Gets the bunt down right in front of home plate. The throwback over the first. Lewis is going to try to come home. He's going to be out. Lewis trying to argue that the tag never touched him. Wish there was a replay I could look at. Be able to watch that one later. But the Wildcats get 2 on with nobody out. Runners at the corners of 1 out, and they come up empty-handed. So after 2 complete our score, Bastrop 9, Elgin nothing. Listen to Elgin Wildcats baseball on the Vype Media Network.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close at the corner. Quick pitch to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
VYPE.com.
Top of the 3rd inning here at Elgin High School. Wildcats trailing by 9 to the Bears. The bottom of the half of the 2nd inning featured 2 slightly controversial calls, if you want to call it that. Cicero thought he was hit by a pitch. But the umpire decided that he had leaned over into the plate. After that strikeout and the double play, and the Wildcats come up empty-handed as the first pitch to Mason McCallahan in there for a strike. Second pitch misses outside. McCallahan with the base hit his last time up. 1-1 pitch. That one's in there for a strike. Callahan pops one to center field. Strong, long run in, makes the catch. The first out of the inning is so Cover will step in now. Cover also, I think, with the base hit his last time up. First pitch for Gone is fouled away, or I should say to Cover from Gone is fouled away. It's 0-1. A 1 pitch, and that one is swung on and missed. Oh, 2 pitch. That one just misses outside. One 2 pitch. That one misses low and inside. Count moves to 2-2. The 2-2 pitch to Cover. Misses upstairs. Gone, who's behind 0-2. Who's ahead 0-2, is now gotten the count full. 1 out here in the top half of the 3rd inning. Nobody on. The payoff pitch is fouled away. Not quite over the screen. We'll do it again at 3-2. Jackson Boone on deck. Payoff pitch. That one bounces in there. Ball 4. Another walk thrown by Gahn. Now bring up Jackson Boone. Reached twice tonight so far. And twice in the first inning. Yes, first pitch. That one gets between the legs of Cicero, and that's going to allow Cover to advance on over to second base. It was an interesting way that ball rolled in there. Comes the 1-0 pitch. That one misses. It's now 2 balls, no strikes. Gahn, who mowed him down the top of the second inning. Just trying to keep him off the board even more. As he'll step off the mound. Boone ready now, holding that bat high. That was the 2-0 pitch. That one's going to get away from Cicero. And it's going to allow Cover to advance on over to third base. So a walk and 2 more wild pitches. Let's put a runner on third base with less than 2 outs. Garcia having a conversation with Gahn on the mound. So Boone waiting for a 3-0 pitch. Here it comes. Misses outside, ball 4. Now bring up Austin Tobola with the bases, runners at the corners, I should say, with 1 out. First pitch, misses low. Shows bunt, pulls the bunt back, and it's 2-0. So Cover over at third base, and Boone over at first. The catcher Tobola at the plate. 1 out here on top of the third inning. Two-0 pitch. That one's popped in the air to right field. Palacios ranging in. He'll make the catch. Runner tries to tag. The throw to the plate's on the money. Palacios with an absolute dart. Just Aceto at the plate. And the double play that the Wildcats needed. They get runners at the corners, and they're going to leave one stranded. So after 2.5, our score, Bastrop Bears 9, Wildcats nothing. You're listening to ELGIN Wildcats Baseball on the Vype Media Network. Keep it here.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd 13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close in the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the three. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by one.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
VYPE.com.
Bottom of the third inning here at Elgin High School. Wildcats trailing by 9. Well, they're able to kind of get something going in the bottom half, top of the third inning. So Tabola's not behind home plate, as I just noticed. It's like the coach is behind home plate. Tabola may be having some issues with his equipment, which is what might be holding things up here just a touch, as here he comes. But Vaquera was able to get warmed up. He's going to throw a few more into his catcher. So the Wildcats will be able to get 2 on with nobody out, but they came up empty-handed. Eventually got runners out of the corners before rounding into a double play. A rather controversial one as Lewis swore up and down that he was safe and the tag never got on him. The Wildcats responded though in kind in the top half of the third inning though with a Alicios dime to the plate. As the first pitch to Matthew Garcia is in there for a strike. And that one's going to be lined to right field. Williams coming in, doesn't move much, makes the catch. And there's one away. 9-hole hitter will step in now. That's number 11, Luke Gomez. First pitch misses outside to Gomez. No one on, one out here in the bottom of the third inning. Wildcats trying to get on the board as pitch is in there for a strike. It's 1-1 to Gomez. Still a lot of baseball left to be played. 1-1 pitch. That one's fouled back in the screen. One, two. This is outside. It's 2-2. 2-2 pitch, and that one's popped up, but be off the screen. It will count, remain 2-2. Bobby Humphreys on deck. He grounded out his first plate appearance, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Right now it is about Luke Gomez. 2-2 pitch from Vaquera, and that one's going to miss low and outside. It's now a full count. For the Wildcats right now, you just need base runners. Any way you can get a base hit, walk, hit by pitch. 3-2 pitch. That one's slow roller on the ground. Dawson up with it, makes a throw to first in time. And there's 2 away. Now I'll bring up Bobby Humphreys, mentioning earlier that he grounded out his last time up. First pitch to Humphreys. As McCarron likes to miss outside in his first pitch. He trying to see if he can get that curveball to come back in. 1-0 pitch. That one was crushed to left field. That one is well gone. Bobby Humphreys just unloaded on one to left field. And it's now 9-1. Wildcats trail by 8, I should say. Oh my goodness. I couldn't even see that one come down. I said the Wildcats need base runners. They also needed runs. Well, that's one. And now bring up the center fielder Strong. First pitch to Strong. That one's lined right to the shortstop Bacon. He'll make the catch. That's the final out of the inning. But Bobby Humphreys hits an absolute bomb to left field to get the Wildcats on the board. We'll head to the top of the fourth inning. Their score, Bastrop Bears 9, Elgin Wildcats 1. You're listening to Elgin Wildcats Baseball on the Vype Media Network.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
13, not yet, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close up the corner. Quick pitch to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
VYPE.com.
Top of the fourth inning here, Wildcats trailing the Bastrop Bears by a score of 9-1 now after the Bobby Humphreys home run. It'll be Peter Bacon to step in now. Peter Bacon drove home 3 runs in the top half of the first inning on a bases clearing triple, or double I should say. At 3's on the mind. His first pitch misses low. 1-0 pitch. That one misses low. It's 2-0. Pitch misses outside. It's 3-0 on Bacon. Pitch misses well outside. Bacon draws a 4-pitch walk. So Peter Bacon over at first base, now bringing up the cleanup hitter, left fielder Owen Boone. Boone reached on error back in the first inning. First pitch, nice to float one upstairs. Cicito can't quite come up with it, and now allow Bacon to wind up at second base. A few balls have sailed on gone on the mound. It has gotten away. It was allowed a few runs to come home. That's the 5th consecutive ball thrown by Gone. Pitch to Boone. Make that 6 now. It's the 2-0 pitch. That one's on the ground. Garcia gobbles it up, makes a throw to first, and that will be in time. Bacon moves on over to third base, but there's one out in the inning. And now bring up Luke Williams. Last time we were in this situation, if I recall, it was a line out to Palacios over in right field, and he threw an absolute bullet to the plate to get a double play and keep it a 9-run game. Wildcats would love an out right here. First pitch is popped up, should be playable. Humphreys underneath it in foul territory makes the catch for a huge second out. And they'll bring up John Dawson now. So Peter Bacon over at third base. There's 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Wildcats trailing by 8. Trying to keep it an 8-run game. His first pitch is swung on and miss, getting Dawson the chase. Well, 1 pitch to Dawson. Couldn't chase there. It's 1-1. One pitch to Dawson is swung on and missed. It's like God may have pulled the string on that one. It's now 1-2, so 1 strike away from getting out of the inning after the leadoff walk. Leg kick and the delivery. Upstairs, inside, backing off the plate is Dawson. It's now 2-2. The 2-2 pitch, that one bounces in there. Good block by Saucedo. And it's now a full count. On deck will be the pitcher, Elijah Vaquera. We got the first hit of the game for the Bastrop Bears. Here comes the payoff pitch. That one floats upstairs, ball 4. So second walk this inning for Gone, and that'll bring up the pitcher, the chance to help himself out once again. The umpire's having a conversation with Gone on the mound. Yeah, the baseballs that he's throwing. Not sure what's happening there, but Coach Edward Stringer has come out to have a conversation with Gone. Might decide what they're going to do here on Vaquera. There's 2 outs here in the top of the 4th, and that'll be it for Gone. On exits tonight, and I know there's 9 runs on the board, but honestly, I think he pitched better than that tonight. There's a couple errors in that inning did allow most of those runs to come home. So Austin Miller will come in to replace Gone. We'll take a quick break while Miller gets warmed up. It's 9-1, Bears over Wildcats. Listen to ELGIN Wildcats baseball on Vype Media Network.
Formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close up the corner. Quick pitch to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com. Sure, Vype Sports brings you the best in area high school football, but Vype brings you exciting high school volleyball.
So maybe wondering what the ad was playing in echo mode, and that's because I clicked on it twice, and then it froze. So, sorry about that. Either way, Austin Miller on the mound. Looks like we're about to get ready, get underway here. Gone exits after surrendering 9 runs, though, like I said, I think he pitched better than his score line will dictate. As after that, he was able to get the 1-2-3 inning and then have another scoreless third. So Wildcats trying to keep it an 8-run game. As the pitcher Vaquera will step in now. First pitch from Miller, and that one misses outside. As Zeta wants to have a conversation now with Miller on the mound. So runners at the corners, there's 2 outs. Wind still blowing out there, but not as strong as it was earlier. It is powerful enough to make my table shake. So if the camera looks like it's moving, that's because it is. 1-1 pitch. That one's in there for a strike. Similar throws. I was going to say overhand, but that's quite obvious. More or less like over the shoulder. Holds his hand high when he comes to the plate. Runner goes. That one is rammed to right field. It backs up Palacios, waiting for it to come down. He can't find it in the lights, and 1 run's going to come home. 2 runs are going to come home. It's going to be a triple. It's a throw to the third base. It will be in time to get the pitcher Vaquero, but damage done. 2 runs come home as Palacios probably couldn't find that one in the lights. Wind may have caught it, but it's now a 10-run ball game. But still, tremendous play to get the runner out, to get that third out. Wildcats now trailing by 10. We'll head to the bottom half of the 4th inning, listening to Wildcats baseball on the Vype Media Network.
For the end zone, touchdown, Ryder Hernandez on 4th and 2 from the 17.
Sure, Vype Sports brings you the best in area high school football, but Vype brings you exciting high school volleyball action.
Dive in the middle for the back row. Here comes James and gets the kill.
Vype brings you walk-off home runs on the diamond.
Line drive, deep to left. It is going, and it is gone.
From lacrosse to the pitch to the court and more, the leader in high school sports coverage is Vype Sports.
went really hard to make that ad play, and it doesn't even want to finish. Oh, well. What are you going to do? Greg Aguirre will lead things off for the Elgin Wildcats here in the bottom of the fourth inning, trailing by 10. Wildcats able to get on the board at the bottom of the third inning on a Bobby Humphreys home run. Still plenty of ball left. Wildcats will have, I can do some math here, 12 outs to work with. Try to scratch and claw the way back into this one. Gary's ready. First pitch. That one bounces in there. And it's 1-0. I've said a few times, Wildcats right now, they just need base runners any way they can get them. 2-0 pitch. That one will miss outside. It's 2 balls, no strikes as Vaquero works very fast. As soon as they get set in the batter's box, he doesn't waste any time. He goes for it. 2-0 pitch. That one will miss upstairs. 3 balls, no strikes on Aguirre. Nathan Lewis on deck. There you go. Outside, ball 4. Lead-off walk for the Elgin Wildcats. Meeting up Nathan Lewis. He had a base hit his previous plate appearance and was out at home plate on a somewhat controversial call. Would love to go back and rewatch it, which I will. You can too. You can make your own assumptions on what you think happened there, but we can't do anything about it. As Dawson over at second base has a pair of glasses on his hat, which kind of shimmer a little bit, as does Boone over at third. Throw it go to first base and Gary back safely. Actually, a lot of them have glasses on their hat now. If they wanted to complain about it, they could have, but it must not really bother them too much. Doesn't really bother me, I just think I've noticed. As the pitch misses outside, it's now 5 outside of the zone from Vaquera. One-0 pitch. Out misses outside as Tabola just thinks about throwing over to first base, decides against it. Two-0 pitch. That one will miss inside. That's now 7 straight missing out of the zone from Vaquera. Three-0 pitch. Outside, ball 4. 8 pitches, back-to-back walks. And now bring up Austin Miller getting his first plate appearance tonight. He pinch ran earlier, or courtesy ran for Gone back in the second inning as head coach for Bastrop Bears wants to have a conversation with Vaquera on the mound. So there'll be 2 on with nobody out. Wildcats had a few chances to score in this one, make it a little bit closer. Meaning on the mound is, well, I would say it's over, as it is, but Price having a conversation with the home plate umpire. So Miller getting his first at-bat tonight. As first pitch for Vaquera is in there for a strike. Runners at first and third, first and second, as the 1-1 pitch misses well outside. Throw back over to second base, and diving back safely is Aguirre's. He was almost halfway to third by the time Cibolo was able to pick up that ball. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, and Miller swings and misses. It's now 1-2. Comes the 1-2. Miller able to hold off. And the pitch upstairs, it's 2-2. Catcher Cicero on deck. The 2-2 swung on and missed, strike three. There's one away now for Cicero. Runners at first and second. Checks back the runner, first pitch, misses outside. Runner's on the move, throw to third base. That's going to get over the head of the third baseman, Boone. They're going to try to score. The throw to the plate will be late. Run comes home, throw back over to second base, and he's out. No, he's safe at second. Originally they called out. Now they call Lewis safe at second. So run comes home. It's 11-2. As Cody Price wants to have a conversation. As Aguirre comes home, as they were trying to do a double steal, the throw got over the head of Boone. Aguirre does come home to score. Then the throw back over to second base, and Lewis diving back. And Price wants to have a conversation with the umpire. As it was a rather close play at second base. It was a close play at home plate with Lewis earlier. And went the other way. The umpire wants to talk and just kind of go over and see what they roll here, and they're going to keep it the same ruling. So Lewis is safe. There's only one out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. We're back to a 9-run ball game. As that went about as well as a double steal could have gone. One 1-0 pitch to Cicero is in there for a strike. One pitch, and Cicero went chasing after a pitch upstairs. Palacios on deck. So Lewis at second base, there's one out. Bottom of the fourth inning, scores 11-2. 1-2 pitch, misses upstairs. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Comes the 2-2. Lewis on the move. Throw over to third base, and Lewis is going to be out. Lewis maybe flying a little bit too close to the sun. There's 2 outs now in the top of the fourth, sorry, in the bottom of the fourth inning. I like the aggressive play, though. Down by 9 runs. Payoff pitch to Cicero, misses outside, ball 4. So third walk this inning allowed by Vaquera, and that'll bring up the right fielder, Palacios. He's had an adventure out there in right field. He's had an assist, as well get a courtesy runner in for Cicero. That'd be it. Trevor Kurgan. Kurgan, I should say. Not with the K, with the G. And then lost one in the lights, allowing 2 more runs to come home. But those are tough plays to make out there. First pitch to Palacios as he swings and misses. As Palacios goes chasing outside, it's 0-2. Palacios, I should say. Palacios. Oh-2 pitch. That one's hitting the air to left field. Backs up Boone, still going back out the wall. It's over his head and will go all the way to the wall. They're going to send Kurgan home. The throw to the plate will be not nearly in time as the ball gets away, and it's 11-3. Now we're back to an 8-run ball game. This Palacios, line one left field, just kept carrying and carrying and carrying. A moment there, it looked like it might have had a chance to get out. It just held up enough. And Boone had a difficult time locating it. I'll bring up Matthew Garcia as he swings at the first pitch, fouling it back. So the Wildcats answering the Bastrop Bears' 2 runs in the top half of the inning. Back to an 8-run ball game. That one is fouled away over the screen. It's now 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch, and Garcia just catches a piece of that one. Oh, 2 pitch, runner on the move, throw over to third base, and he's going to be out at third base. Second caught stealing this inning as Palacios was out at third base after Nathan Lewis is out at third base. Trying to remain aggressive. I do like the call as Edward Stinger may be having a conversation, or Stringer, I should say, having a conversation with the umpire. Been some close calls out there in the base paths. But either way, Wildcats get 2 back. They trail by 8. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning with our score. Bastrop Bears 11, Wildcats 3. Listening to Elgin Wildcats Baseball on the Vype Media Network.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3-13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close in the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
VYPE.com.
Top of the 5th inning here at Elgin High School. Mason McCallahan will step in now, facing Austin Miller. First pitch from Miller and McCallahan misses low. Wildcats trying to scratch and claw the way back into this one. Need some scoreless innings as 1-0 pitch misses upstairs. It's 2-0 on McCallahan. McClanahan, excuse me. I'm reading it back now. As Miller asks for a new baseball, he will receive one. 2-0 pitch. That one swung on and missed. McClanahan goes chasing. That one's on the ground. Shortstop has it. Throw over to first. That one's not going to be in time. It was a tough play. He had to make the throw on the move. Garcia over to Humphreys. Now allow McClanahan to reach safely. So McClanahan over at first base. Reed Cover at the plate now. One on, nobody out. Pitch is popped up. Gomez underneath it. He'll make the play as McClanahan was on the move. He has to sprint back over to first base. That's the first out of the inning. Back to the top of the order for Jackson Boone, who's just been a thorn at the side of the Elgin Wildcats. He's reached all 3 times tonight, or I'm not even sure it's 3 times tonight, I'll be honest with you. I mentioned earlier, I don't have a scorebook. I came here with the scorebook and then realized it was completely full. And I said, oops. Not much you can do about it this time, as I'll be doing one more broadcast for the Wildcats baseball team. And that time I promise you I'll have a scorebook, as well as for softball. I do always enjoy coming out here. And thanks for having these little tables out in the bleachers. They're quite nice. Pitch to Jackson Boone. Misses outside. 1 on, 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. McClanahan on the move. Sacedo up with it. Throw over to second base, and McClanahan in safely. Now Sacedo had to fish that one out before he could make the throw. So runner in scoring position now from the Bastrop Bears, already in front by 8. 2-0 pitch to Boone. That one misses. Good block there by Sacedo. So wind picks up and bursts out here as it died down a little bit. Now it's still picking up, going from right to left. Rio pitch. That one misses. Ball 4. Another walk for Jackson Boone. So Austin Tabola will step in now. Runners at first and second. That one's lined to left field. Lewis ranging over, makes the catch for the second out of the inning. 2 away now for Peter Bacon. Peter Bacon pretty much with the exclamation point in that first inning with that 3-run double, making the score 9-0. A fly ball that just sailed on the center fielder strong. Runner on the move. Salcedo's throw over to third base won't make the throw. So I need to hold on to it that time. So they'll put runners at the corners with nobody out. So 2 outs. So 0-1 count on Peter Bacon. That one, he gets away from Salcedo, having to dive to try to make that catch. Another run comes home. As we're back to a 9-run ball game. As Boone will advance from first to second. Many pass balls tonight. Salcedo's been having to run to the backstop more than a few times. It's allowed a few runs to come home. As that one's on the ground. Garcia have to make the run on the move. The throw on the move. It gets away from Humphreys. Another run's going to come on home. And having to fish that one out of the corner as Bacon will wind up over at second base. And now it's back to a 10-run ball game. It was a tough play for Garcia to make. He had to make it on the move as he was speeding down the line. First pitch to Owen Boone on the ground. Aguirre has it, throws over to first. Humphreys able to dig that one out in time for the final out of the inning. However, Bastrop Bears score 2 more and they lead by 10 going into the bottom of the 5th inning. You're listening to Elgin Wildcats Baseball on the Vype Media Network.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3-13. Got in another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds, really close in the corner. Rotates to Wilson, she fires the 3. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
VYPE.com.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3-13. Got in another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds, really close in the corner. Rotates to Wilson, she fires the 3. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
Bottom of the 5th inning here at Elgin High School. New pitcher on the mound for the Bastrop Bears will be number 22, Caleb Brewer. So we're in potential run rule territory right now. It's 10 after 5. That's leading by 10 after 5 or 15 after 3. After that, no matter what happens, pretty much got to complete the entire game. So Wildcats need to get a run here to keep this one moving. Still plenty of baseball left to get back in this one. As they've only allowed 4 runs since that 9-run first inning, and there has been many errors tonight on the Wildcats that have put runs on the board. Some interesting calls by the umpires and some aggressive base running that has come back to bite them. But still plenty of time left to get back in this one. As Matthew Garcia will get to continue his at-bat, or get a do-over of his at-bat after the caught stealing by Palacios. So first pitch of the night from Caleb Brewer is low for a ball. The 1-0 pitch, that one also misses low to Garcia. It's 2-0. Garcia's ready. Here comes the 2-0 pitch from Brewer, and that one misses well inside. And it's 3-0, so Brewer steps into the game and has thrown 3 out of the zone. Matthews showing bunt, pulls the bunt back, and takes one inside, ball 4. So leadoff walk to Garcia. Now bring up Luke Gomez. So Garcia over at first base. Nobody out. Pitch to Gomez, misses outside. That's now 5 consecutive pitches out of the zone by Brewer. One 0 pitch, and that one misses outside. Make that 6 straight out of the zone. So Garcia at first base, Gomez at the plate, nobody out, bottom of the 5th inning. Wildcats needing a run to keep this one going. 2-0 pitch, that misses outside. It's 3-0 on Gomez. Bobby Humphreys on deck. Now one catches the outside corner. Nope, they're going to say ball 4. It's thought he was about to point with his right hand. He pointed with his left. So back-to-back walks from Caleb Brewer, not finding the zone one time. Now I'll bring up Bobby Humphreys. Humphreys with an absolute bomb to left field to get the Wildcats on the board. Back in the 3rd inning, I do believe. Wildcats don't necessarily need a home run. They'll take a home run, but right now they just need a base runner or just a simple base hit. But the wind is now starting to really pick up once again. First pitch, and that one's in there for a strike. That one is swung on and misses. Humphreys maybe was trying again for a home run as Tobias throws over to first base, and he'll get back safely is Gomez. Sometimes a hitter, when their team is down, can sometimes try to do a little bit too much. You can see right there, Humphreys was swinging out of his shoes. And came up empty-handed. The 0-2 pitch, that one just misses. It's now 1-2. Pitch from Brewer, misses inside, then almost hits Humphreys. It's now 2-2. Two pitch from Brewer is popped up. Right side, Williams underneath it. Actually, no, that's going to stay on the infield. Dawson will make the play for the first out of the inning. So 1 away now for Justin Strong. 2 on still. This ELGIN lineup has a lot of right-handers in it, and they've had to face nothing but lefties on the mound. First pitch, that one misses. It's 1-0. As 1-0 pitch to Strong, misses upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Garcia over at second base. Gomez at first. 1 out, bottom of the 5th inning. Wildcats trailing by 10. 2-0 pitch, that one's in there for a strike. Rivers ready, 2-1 pitch, that one's lined to right field. That's going to get on through for a base hit. Williams up with it. They're going to send the runner home. The throw to the plate will be cut off. And that's going to allow Strong to get over to second base. Gomez going over to third base. It's 13-4, and we're going to continue playing some baseball. It's now a 9-run ball game, and now bring it over to Greg Aguirre. There's a good piece of hitting right there by Justin Strong. Well, to poke that one to the right side. Cover can't quite come up with it. An aggressive send right there as Williams is able to pick it up, but Garcia able to score easily. So now a chance to get 2 more right here. And they can hear it. Wind now starting to pick up first pitch, and that one is popped up. And to the screen, Aguirre will be trying to go for the home run ball right here. The 0-1 pitch. That one just misses outside. You're able to hold off on that one. It's 2-1 now. You got Gomez over at third base. And you got Strong over at second with 1 out. Some speed in the base paths. 2-1 pitch. That one's going to get away from Tabola and go all the way to the wall, and 1 run's going to come on home. And that's Garcia, and that's going to allow Strong to go over to third base. It's 13-5. And it's 3-1 now on Aguirre. On deck is Nathan Lewis. The 3-1, that one's going to be fouled, not a left field line, as he just got a little ahead of that one. payoff pitch to Aguirre. Can't hold up on that one as the throw gets away. They'll complete the strikeout with the toss over to first base. Cove recovering. And there's 2 away now for Nathan Lewis. Lewis is the first base hit of the ball game for the Elgin Wildcats. Currently an 8-run ball game. As Lewis swings and misses at the first pitch. Justin Strong over at third base. 2 away. 2 runs have come home this inning. His pitch misses well inside, causing Strong to back off. Causing Lewis to back off, excuse me. One pitch. That one's rammed to left field into the gap. Coming on over is McClanahan. And that one's going to go all the way to the wall. It's now 13-6 as Lewis will wind up at second base. It's now a 7-run ball game. As Lewis just rammed one into the power alley. And scoring easily on that one was Justin Strong. So Austin Miller will step in now. Getting his second at-bat. He struck out swinging his last time up. Shows bunt. That bunt's popped up. An easy play right there for Tabola to end the inning. However, Wildcats score 3 more and make it 13-6. It's a 7-run ball game. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning with our score. The Bastrop Bears 13, the Wildcats 6. Listening to Elgin Wildcats baseball on the Vype Media Network.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3-13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close in the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
VYPE.com.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com, and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Top of the 6th inning here at Elgin High School. Wildcats trailing by 7 to the Bastrop Bears. First pitch from Austin Miller. That one misses. So Luke Williams at the plate. As it looks at one also, and that one misses the plate. It's 2-0. Pitch. This is outside. 3 balls, no strikes. That's 3 straight out of the zone by Austin Miller. 3-0 pitch right down the pipe. The 1 pitch is popped up. Should be playable. Second baseman underneath it, waiting for it, makes the catch. For the first out of the inning. That's Gomez on the play. So 1 away now for John Dawson. As Dawson swings and misses at the first pitch. It's 0-1. A 1 pitch. This one's popped up. Might remain playable. Cicito can't quite come up with that one, falling down to the ground. He's had an adventure behind home plate tonight. Either way, that would have been an extremely tough play to make. Because you have to look up in the sky, you have to find it, and then you have to get to it. And you got to do that pretty much within less than a second's time. Oh, 2 pitch. Now it misses outside. It's 1-2 now. Miller working from the stretch. A 1-2. That one misses. Cicito will get a new baseball. The 2-2. That one just misses. It's a full count. Comes the payoff pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. Miller gets a big second out. And there's 2 away now. Let's see if it's Elijah Vaquera. It will be Elijah Vaquera. So nobody out. It's like nobody on. 2 outs. Pitch to Vaquera. That one slides on in there. It's for a strike. A 1 pitch. That one's popped to left field. Foul ground. Aguirre ranging over. Lewis ranging over and sliding makes the catch. Lewis come out with some dandies out in the outfield. That's his second sliding catch of the day. It's a 1-2-3 top of the 6th inning. We'll head to the bottom half of the 6th. Wildcats trailing by 7 with the score. Bastrop 13, Wildcats 6. Listening to ELGIN Wildcats baseball on the Vype Media Network.
For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com. Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
30-13, not yet, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds, really close at the corner. Quick pitch to Wilson, she fires the 3. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
Bottom of the 3rd inning, or 6th inning here, I should say, at Elgin High School. Wildcats trailing by 7. They're going to have only 6 outs to work with to try to tie this thing up. It'll be number 23, Mario Williams, stepping in now, getting his first at-bat of the night. Williams getting his first at-bat. A pitch from Brewer. In there for a strike. One pitch misses outside. It's 1-1. Bottom of the 6th inning. Nobody on. Nobody out. Wildcats behind by 7. 1-1 pitch to Williams. That one misses outside. It's now 2-1 as Brewer loses his hat. Comes the 2-1. Popped up. Should be playable. And Obala has the dive trying to make that play. Wind may have caught it, and it may have just sailed on him right there. But Williams will live to see another pitch. So Williams is ready. The 2-2 pitch from Brewer. That one just misses outside. You hear someone from the outfield saying, yes, sir. The umpire decides against it. So full count now on Williams. Left-hander delivers, and Williams just stays alive right there. Palacios on deck. Wind is almost as strong as ever. Payoff pitch inside, ball 4. Williams draws leadoff walk. So Omar Palacios will step in now. Wildcats needing base runners. Trailing by 7. First pitch on the outside corner for a strike. A 1 pitch, ground ball. Boone has it, throws over to first in time to get Palacios. Williams will move on over to second base. And that'll bring up Gomez. Try to make that Matthew Garcia. Garcia's ready. First pitch, fouls that one back over the screen. It's 0-1. Wildcats trying to close the gap. They can get it all back this inning. More power to them. But right now they need to make it as close as they can for the 7th. 0-1 pitch. Misses outside. It's 1-1. Mario Williams over at second base. There's 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning, Bastrop Bears leading the Elgin Wildcats 7-3. Sorry, 13-6. I was thinking of their records. That one gets away from Bacon, and Mario Williams is going to come on home to score. You got to take advantage of the mistakes when you get them. It's a 6-run ball game. That was a ground ball right at Peter Bacon, and it just bounced on him. And that will allow Garcia to reach. Williams able to go from second to home. The ball barely left the infield. There's only 1 out in this inning for Luke Gomez. As the pitch will miss outside, it's 1-0. Pitch. That one misses. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch. That one almost hits Gomez. It's 3 balls, no strikes now. Bobby Humphries on deck. Wildcats have trailed by as much as 10 runs in this game. Only trailing by 6 now as the 3-0 pitch misses upstairs. And it's a 4-pitch walk to Gomez. Back to the top of the order, Bobby Humphries will step in as Tabola wants to have a conversation with Brewer on the mound, as Coach Price may want to go with a new pitcher against Bobby Humphries. So the inning began with Omario Williams drawing a walk on a 3-2 count, advancing a second on a ground out, and then scoring on an error by Peter Bacon. That error also allowing Garcia to reach. So now there's 2 on with only 1 out. And I've said this time and time again, you know, you're the Wildcats and you're trailing by a lot. It's just important to get base runners. It's just important to get base hits. Obviously, you will take the home run if you can get the home run. But it doesn't mean you got to go swinging for the fences every pitch. If you see a pitch to hit, hit it. If it goes over the fence, it goes over the fence. That being said, home run right here would make it a 3-run ball game. First pitch to Humphries misses well inside, gets away from Tabola, able to pick that one up. Humphries ready, here comes the 1-0 pitch. That one misses low. And caught off of first base is Gomez. Garcia will try to get to third base. He's safe at third base. And Gomez will be safe at second. I think Gomez was caught off the first base bag. And at that point was just trying to get Garcia to move on over to third. And they decide to try to cut off Garcia. The ball gets away from the third baseman, Boone. And everybody's safe. Now there's runners at second and third. There's only 1 out. So a base hit now will make it a 13-9 ball game. He's a base hit to the outfield. 2-1 pitch on the ground. That's going to sneak on through for a base hit, and 2 runs are going to score. It's now a 4-run ball game. Bobby Humphries driving in his 3rd run of the game. At least by my count, as much as I can remember. So the Wildcats, who had a couple of errors, a couple of pass balls that have caused some runs to score, including, I think, 3 errors in that first inning, as we will get a runner in for Bobby Humphries. Now being number 5, Trevor Kurgan. As I think Humphries is really wanting to stay in the ball game, but He's trying to exercise caution right here as Humphreys walking away, limping ever so slightly. Justin Strong will stand in now. Chance to make it a 2-run ball game. First pitch, and he decides not to offer. That pitch low. One 1-0 pitch. That one's rammed on the left field line, but foul. It's 1-1. What I was mentioning earlier was the Wildcats had errors in the top half of the first inning that caused those 9 runs to come home. You had the throw to the plate, you had the missed throws over to first, you had the pass balls. And Bastrop took advantage of those mistakes, and the Wildcats have since kind of calmed things down a little bit. And now they've put 9 runs on the board, as well as taking advantage of some mistakes by the Bastrop Bears. The error by Bacon, the throw over to third base, allowing the runners to get into scoring position. What you got to do is a 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed. And it's 2-2. But to put themselves in a position to try to get back into it is no easy feat. 2-2 pitch to Strong, misses outside. It's 3-2. As Greg Aguirre is on deck. Payoff pitch to Strong. That one's popped up on the infield. Diving catch made by third baseman. Throw behind the runner. They got him. Boone with a diving catch, and Kurgan was caught off the base bag, and a just balloon bursting double play right there. But the Wildcats make it a 4-run ball game. We'll head to the top of the 7th with our score. Bastrop Bears 13, Elgin Wildcats 9. Listening to Elgin Wildcats Baseball on the Vype Media Network.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3-13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close at the corner. Quick pitch to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com.
VYPE.com.
Top of the 7th inning here at Elgin High School. Wildcats trailing the Bastrop Bears 13-9. However, at one point it was a 10-run game. It was 11-1. After the first inning, it was 9-1. So the Wildcats have put themselves into a position, taking advantage of mistakes made by the Bastrop Bears in that bottom half of the 6th inning. Tremendous play by the third baseman, able to get just a bubble bursting double play. This is where I say where I'm trying to see the number on the back of the Bastrop Bears player, but it's maroon on a gray jersey. It can be difficult to see. I want to say that's number 1. That's Peter Bacon. As the only other single digit would be, there we go, Madison McClanahan. That's what I'm looking at. As 1-0 pitched in there for a strike. It's 1-1. So Mason McClanahan. The 1-1 pitch. That one misses outside. It's 2-1. Wildcats right here just would like to get a clean inning out of this. Let no runs come home and give himself a shot in the bottom of the 7th to walk it off. As 2-1 pitch in there for a strike. Two-two pitch from Miller. That one misses outside. McClanahan decides not to offer. Payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. There's been a lot of walks by both teams tonight. So number 21, Reed Cover, will step in now. So the wind has caused the mercury to drop just a little bit outside. Those interesting winds, though, where if you get in your car and you close the door, it'd actually be rather warm in your car. It's a weird thing. It's Texas. McClanahan over at first base. That one's lined to left field. And it'll be over the head of the shortstop, Garcia. As Garcia unable to back up and make that play. So the first 2 on for the Bastrop Bears. And we go back to the top of the order. It's Jackson Boone, who has walked, and walked some more. Wildcats just trying to keep it no more runs in this inning. Trying to keep it 4 runs. First pitch to Boone, misses. As Boone began this game with a walk. 1-0 pitch, popped up. Should be playable. Cicito underneath it, and he can't come up with it. It was in his glove. He fell backwards and couldn't come up with it. Now that would have been a huge first out of the inning. Cicito was just, I mentioned, he's just had an adventure behind home plate tonight. Had to retrieve a few wild pitches, had to try to locate a few pop-ups. Be a more difficult play than you think, especially when the wind can catch it. It can be tough. 1-1 pitch from Miller. That one's popped up and over the screen, and it'll be just next to the bleachers. Miller ready for a 1-2. Here it comes. Lake Aiken Liberty. Runner on the move. The throw is outside. It's going to get away from the third baseman, Aguirre, but they're going to hold on to the runner. As Kovar will move on over to second base as well. So now it's a 2-2 count. So McClanahan over at third base. And Kovar over at second. The task has just gotten harder for the Wildcats to keep them off the board. As Miller looks at one outside, it's a 3-2 count. The catcher, Tobel, is on deck. Payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. Another walk for Jackson Boone. That's what you want out of your leadoff hitter for the Bastrop Bears. Now the bases are loaded with Bears. There's nobody out for the catcher, Austin Tobola. Tough situation right here. Gets started the right way with a strike to Tobola. So it's McClanahan over at third base, Cover over at second base, and Jackson Boone over at first. Even out right here is 0-1 pitch is on the ground. and past Garcia and into left field for a base hit. 1 run comes home. It's now 14-9. Peter Bacon will step in now. He had that 3-run double back in the first inning. Wildcats looking just for a ground ball. Probably a ground ball right back to Miller. No pitch. This is upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 pitch to Bacon. Is swung on and miss. I think he may have fouled it off his arm. That's not a fun situation to be in. So bases loaded, nobody out in the top of the 7th inning. Wildcats were trailing by 4, now trailing by 5. It was trailed by as much as 10 runs. Trying to get out of this inning, give himself a chance. It's a 2-1 pitch. Cito, nice catch right there. It's now 3-1. Owen Boone on deck. Swung on and miss. I think Peter Boone was looking for the home run ball right there. Miller, I think he knows he may have just swung at ball 4. Miller very thankful for that one. So payoff pitch, bases loaded, here it comes. This one's popped up. Should be playable for Garcia. He makes the catch. Infield left fly rule called. And a huge first out of the inning. So 1 away now for Owen Boone. First pitch is fouled on the ground, the first baseline. (14-9), Bastrop leading the ELGIN Wildcats. What has been just a kind of a wacky game, all things around. Bases loaded, 0-1 pitch. That one just misses, not by much. From my angle, whenever there's a right-hander up, which there usually is, it's kind of difficult to see the ball over the plate. When there's lefty, you can kind of see it. 1-1 pitch is lined on the left field line, but well foul. That one sure looked like it caught that outside corner. But obviously I'm not the one standing over the plate, so I wouldn't know. That one's lined right to the second baseman, tags the runner, and picks up a massive double play. Gomez is able to tag out Jackson Boone and throws out Owen Boone at first base to keep it a 5-run game. So the Wildcats, so the Bears get 1 on a base hit, but they're going to leave them loaded. So the Wildcats with a chance, they got to score 5 runs to tie it, 6 runs to win it in the bottom of the 7th inning. You're listening to ELGIN Wildcats Baseball on the Vype Media Network.
Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3-13, not yet, another reverse. reverse, breaking tackles, dives to the end zone, touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds, really close at the corner. Rotates to Wilson, she fires the three. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by one!
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com. For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com. Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com. Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
13, not yet, another reverse, breaking tackles, dives to the end zone, touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds, really close at the corner. Rotates to Wilson, she fires the three. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by one!
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
For the end zone, touchdown Ryder Hernandez on 4th and 2 from the 17.
Sure, Vype Sports brings you the best in area high school football, but Vype brings you exciting high school volleyball action.
Dive in the middle for the back row. Here comes James and gets the kill.
Vype brings you walk-off home runs on the diamond.
Line drive, deep to left. It is going and it is gone.
From lacrosse to the pitch to the court and more, the leader in high school sports coverage is Vype Sports.
VYP.
Bottom of the 7th inning here at ELGIN High School. Wildcats trailing by 5. They trailed as much as 10 runs in this game. They were trailing by 9 after the first. And so far, with the way things have been going in this game, anything can happen. I mean, anything can happen. Aguirre able to step in. Wildcats able to score a few runs in the 6th inning for a disastrous double play on a pop-up. And Boone had, the third base had to dive to make the play on, then throw behind the runner at first to pick up that double play. 1-0 pitch on Aguirre. He pops one up. Dawson underneath now the first baseman coming over, and he can't come up with it. As that one, said many times tonight, the wind is now picking up harder than ever. Whenever the Wildcats are at the plate, it's blowing hard from right to left, from first base to third base. This is where I would say, if you're looking at your radio dial, from right to left, but I don't know any radios that have dials on now, but either way, Nathan Lewis will step in now. First pitch. This is outside for a ball. The Wildcats had all those errors in the first inning, all those errors overall. You come back, it's all irrelevant as the 1-0 pitch is fouled back. As that ball was popped up, you could hear the crowd go, oh no. But you still got to make the play, and Cover was standing almost in front of the second base bag when he had to make that catch. 1-1, that's in there for a strike. It's getting a little chilly now. My camera's able to stay put. 1-2 pitch, 1-1, yeah, it is 1-2. That misses, it's 2-2. Geary over at first base, Lewis at the plate, nobody out. Austin Miller on deck. Dugout's getting into it, 2-2. Popped up, foul away. who is waiting for a 2-2 pitch. On the ground, back up the middle. Shortstop has it, so second for one. On to first, that's a double play. Not what the Wildcats were looking for after that gift from Cover, so Wildcats down to their last out. Up to Austin Miller. Try to keep this game moving. Miller looks at one inside for a ball. So bottom of the 7th inning, 2 outs, nobody on after the twin killings. 1-0 pitch. Now one catches the outside corner. It's 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. That one misses well outside. Miller waiting for a 2-1 pitch now from Brewer. That one catches the outside corner, and the Wildcats down to their last strike. I think Miller may have thought that that one had missed. The 2-2. That one bounces in there. Miller able to check his swing. And it's 3-2. Tyson King on deck. This one's popped to center field, but the shortstop able to make the play, and that will end the ball game. Wildcats gave it everything they possibly could, but could not overcome a 9-run first inning by the Bastrop Bears. This is where I have my scorebook so I can determine how many errors there were in the ball game by both teams. How many walks, how many pass balls. This was a wild and crazy ball game. The wind definitely played a factor in this one. But all that matters right now is the Wildcats, they fall to the Bastrop Bears by a score of 14-9. They will fall to 7-4 in district play, falling out of a tie for second place with the Pflugerville Panthers at 7-4. And for the Bastrop Bears, they will improve to 5-6 in district play. That'll do it from us here in Elgin High School. I'd like to thank my quality assurance man, Les Cleary, coach over in Vype Land, for making sure everything sounds good, for Suna Ben Cat for making sure I have all the correct equipment, get everything set up, and for you for allowing me into your homes, into your cars, wherever you're listening to this game. I appreciate it. My name is Brian Reed saying so long. I'll see you next time. Thank you.